Hi guys, okay, quick update for Bitcoin. It's been a while on the YouTube side of things, so just a couple of things from the outset. I've redeveloped my website, so shout out to the guy in Fiverr who did that. Thank you very much. You can join the group if you like. We go through all of this, pay in crypto, or you can pay on PayPal. The newsletter, we're in discussions with Wave 618 to get that up and running at some point in the future, maybe next month, maybe the month after. So currently that's sold out, and Shopify store. Um, if you want to learn how to predict the future, how to know gold is going to go to 700, Bitcoin 20k and crash, Dow 40k and crash, S&P 5,000 and crash, dollar to 88 and then 116. How to make all of these hero calls, just have a look, go press this link and everything's there. You can use Bitcoin U for a discount code. And on Twitter, 5,000 followers, which I always find really funny, to be honest, because I am the one who predicted 20k. Let's not forget that. I mean, not that I need to prove myself, but here is a little snippet of the video, which I had to take down because Jim is classed as a American national hero, you know, like Rihanna or Busta Rhymes, and they told me to take this video down. But let's just play this video. As you can see in the bottom right hand corner, 7th of the 12th, let's just hear what I said all those months ago. And obviously they're using futures to just dump the price of Bitcoin because it was due a correction, and I think it's going to go to 2,000. And I think it's going to go to 2,000. Fascinating. So I do find that really funny how I only have 5,000 followers, but there you go. So clearly very, very wise people. But yeah, thank you very much for following. As you can see, I only follow 30 myself, and even then it's just to keep my Twitter feed entertaining. I mean, I could easily rattle that down to maybe 4 or 5. And yeah, so it looks as though we're going to start a charity appeal for altcoins. So Madonna, Bob Geldof, if you're listening, please do get in touch at I'm holding my altcoins to 0 and I'm never going to sell at gmail.com, and I'll be more than happy to set up a live telethon, because clearly some people don't quite understand what's going on. So yeah, please do get in touch, Bob. I could do with setting that one up. Okay, so that's the Shopify store, and that's the Bitcoin. That's Bitcoin. Okay, so there's a BitMEX contract on the 28th. There's a CME contract on the 28th. There's a SIBO contract on the 19th. We know futurely contracts are the most volatile. So January, March, September, December. You don't really want to be getting involved in buying anything prior to those contracts dumping. So frankly, I think it's very unwise to be in this market as of this current moment. Maybe at the end of the month there might be a good buying opportunity. So we're running this WXY or ABCDE pattern. You know, I'll just make that a little bit larger so you guys can see it. Hopefully that's clear. I just put the wave on there. Hopefully that's all clear. A, B, C, D, E. So now we're going to come back down. So why would you want to be long here? Everyone's waiting for this level to break. Every time it hits a level, it gets weaker. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once again, on the 6th touch, it appears to be ready. And there's a lot of sell volume which has come in. OBV is going down, which we know. There's very small bull volume in. This is not convincing. So this is just the calm before the storm. So in the next couple of weeks, we are going to expect a move down, most likely. I can't see it hitting these sort of higher targets unless it's a swing failure pattern, which is possible. I'm not completely ruled this out, where it swings it to the low side to around 53, 54, swings it back up again to 11, and then dumps it back down again. But I think that's very optimistic, although it is possible, because anything is possible. In the end, we are going to end up at 3,000, but a good buying opportunity might come around after this dump. There'll be a lot of capitulation. I'm not sure what the news is going to be, because there will be some news here. So maybe it's an ETF thing, maybe it's a wider geopolitical issue, emerging markets, I don't know, but there needs to be some news here to really get the panic starting, and I'm expecting it to settle at 52, 48, 42. Now, it could be so severe that it doesn't even hold at these levels. We know there is very, very weak volume here, so it could just dump all the way down to 42. But either way, the next 3 weeks are going to be very, very interesting for Bitcoin. And if you have a look at the altcoins, so I've been calling this, right. I told you guys on December the 7th this was going to happen. So so 166 is the next support, and then 110, and then on here, technically 94 has been broken already, so it's the next support on the altcoins at 60. So things are getting very cheap, and I would agree with Crypto AMD, who's called for 60% on the dominance. I would agree with that. He's called for that even when it was 42. So he's well worth a follow on Twitter as well, definitely. So I would agree with that. I can't really argue with that. That definitely seems the trend, but there's no real sign of any altcoin rally as of this moment. So definitely a lot of fireworks are going to be here now between now and Christmas, not just in crypto but in the wider market, especially with the midterm election. So if we have a look at ETH BTC, so really the level that everyone's waiting for is this level here, which still hasn't been tested yet. So we are still another 20% away. There are lower targets at 15,000, but let's see what price does at this level. And ETH USD, the next target is going to be 134 after 166. Almost certainly that is going to get hit. Then we have to start projecting lower targets. The negative 38 is going to be 100. So but there's very strong support in this sort of region here. In this region between 130 and 166, there's very good support. So let's see how price reacts. But definitely I don't want to be getting involved in that much selling. That needs to just, calm and start basing out like it did here. And then we can have maybe a move back up to this rising trend line. I'm not sure as of this moment, but let's see. So all the altcoins are going to follow. Things like Litecoin I've got going to 32, so it's nowhere near 53. If you have a look at my Twitter feed, I pinned this tweet on August the 12th. I knew all of these targets February the 12th, but I've only pinned it as of August. But those who have been following the wise man know I've had these targets for quite a while. So none of these targets have really been hit, to be honest. I don't think any of them have been hit. I think Neo has been hit. Well, not even Neo 14.5. Yeah, Neo's not been hit. Litecoin hasn't been hit. That's not been hit. So there's a very high likelihood of taking account the BTC one for 1 second, which I do still think is possible. All of these altcoin targets almost certainly are going to get hit. So yeah, that's Bitcoin. So Monday not much happened, so expect the volatility to increase. Thursday there's BOE, there's ECB. So the fib time zone I've done when it was here, that tells me that there's fib time support or a major low around the end of September. So in another couple of weeks we'll get, I think Bitcoin will be a very different price to what it is right now. So yeah, once again, just have a look at my Shopify store if you guys are interested in Fibonacci time. Use a discount code. Everything's here for relatively cheap if you use a discount code. So it's if you want to predict things, then all the tools are there. You just got to know where to look and not follow people on Twitter who don't know what they're talking about, which is most of them, to be honest. So yeah, that's very low volume. Doesn't look like much of an attempt here for our bounce. Yeah, there's not much to say. It needs to go lower. There's obviously no new buyers in this market. It's just manipulated, recycled money that's going back and forth. So next 3 weeks are going to bring fireworks. So I'll wrap it up there. So good luck to whatever you're doing on the long side or the short side. Check out my Twitter. Check out the Shopify store, and I'll leave it there. And I don't want to play any more of this video because it's been taken down. But yeah, fascinating. 7th of the 12th, 2017. As you can see in the bottom right hand corner, but also it's very clear with the price action what date that was. So this will happen. this will happen. Elliott Wave tells me that it's going to happen, because it's wave 2 of the extension. So yeah, anyway, I'll wrap it up there. Jim's a hero of mine.